Went bad for me, but I regret nothing. I got a real good flop. And then a shit. Well, the turn went bad. It gave me an 8. And he didn't have an ace, so it gave me a king 2. Yeah, it gave me a king 2. Not a king 2. What did it give me? It gave me a... Yeah, king. Neither of them had an ace. At least I don't think he had an ace. I don't know what he had. And all I had was my pair of 10s. The best I could hope for was that guy was on a flush draw. Mind you, if he was on a flush draw and he missed, he probably would have bet it. Don't know why he didn't bet his jack at the end. Let's see, I'm trying to think if I played that right. Big pot of people. I hit a flush draw and a pair of 10s. I bet that guy to go all in. That guy's got a shitty king jack like the other guy. He calls. That guy calls, Mr. All In. Those two fold. That guy checks. Then I put a bet of 500 to build a side pot. He calls. I miss both my flushes. Or my 10 or 9. I had a few outs against him. Or my 10, 9, queen, king, 8. Or club. So I missed all my outs. And then I check at the end and I save myself 300. Yeah, I think I played it well. I didn't play it too bad. If I keep playing it like that, one day I will hit one of them cards. I'll take his remaining 300, his side pot. I'll beat that guy up the top as well and knock 2 players out, get a load of chips. And the way I played it, I still have 2,000 left because of knocking that guy out at the top. I played it fine, I just didn't hit my cards. I would rather have my hand than his. If I could pick which hand to have in that situation, king, jack, or that, pair of 10s with a flush draw, I'd pick my hand. I wouldn't pick his shitty one pair that can easily be outdrawn by my hand. I'm thinking of a question that was asked once on Poker Night Live. The question was if you could choose to see what the 5 cards would be in the middle, or if you could see everyone's whole cards. And most people would say, I'll see their whole cards because then I always know what they have. But in a way that, yeah, that's good. It's probably the better choice. But if you know what the 5 cards in the middle will be, you'll know which hand you have. Plus, knowing what you don't really need to know their hands. You can get a pretty good idea by the way they bet and the way they play, which hands they have. But you can never know what 5 cards will be. So say you have 2-5. If you know you're going to get a straight on the river, wouldn't that be better than knowing this guy has king, ace, king? You can just put him on ace, king. You can guess what their cards will be, but you'll never be able to guess what the middle will be. So I don't know why people choose. I'd rather see all their cards, so I always know what they have. Who gives a fuck? Say this guy has kings. Okay, I see my 2-5 here. I see he has kings. I see his ace, king, aces. Okay, I fold. But if I had my ability, I'd know if I'm going to get a straight or a flush or whatever. Who gives a fuck if they've all got aces or kings? I'll crack them. I'll know I'll crack them. That's why I think it's better to know what all the cards in the middle are going to be. Plus, it'll be good for jackpot tables, where you get a jackpot if you get a royal flush. Okay, I've got my 10 of hearts. What's it going to be? Yay, okay, cool. What, you bet me 100,000? Okay, I'll call with my raggy jack 2 or whatever it is. Yay, jackpot. How'd you know that? How'd you know that? Whereas Mr. Ability of seeing everyone's cards, oh, I've got jack 2. And this guy's at aces. Okay, I'll fold. Oh shit, I would have hit a royal flush. Ooh, I didn't know that. Yeah, everyone thinks about, oh, I want to know their cards. You can't play the... What's the fuck's this called? It's got a name. The board, maybe. You can't play the board. Well, you can't. No, you can't guess the board, but you can guess what the players have. So having the ability to know the board is better than having the ability to know what everyone has. Like here, say I know he's got ace 7. Well, I fold. Say I know he's got ace 5. Well, I fold. Well, I don't know what the fuck the flop's gonna be. Maybe he's got ace 5. I've got ace 6. So what? I'm just relying on luck for that, aren't I? He's gonna hit his 6s sometime. He's gonna hit his fucking whatever sometime. What good is that to me, knowing that? Whereas, if I know the flop's gonna come ace 5 5, why the fuck do I care what he has? Maybe he's got aces, but I can just guess. Ace 5 5. So I'm surprised that many people said, and not as many said, I'd rather see the flop, whereas or the fucking board. I'm surprised at that. It seems more common sense to know what these cards are going to be, because they relate to your cards. What does it matter what these people have? The only one who was going for the board was Dr. Tom, whereas the other ones, I think it was Mark Banning was saying, I'd rather see what they have. Then I always know what I'm at, where I'm at. I always know where I'm at. I'll know if I have kings and they have aces, I can fold. But you won't know that you'll hit your set of kings. You won't know this or that. All these times where you're calling with your pair of 2s to hit one, you could have known that, but instead you choose to know what they have. Oh well, that was a question I heard years ago. Don't know if... What did I called her right? Oh yeah, I was getting good odds when I... Oh, fuck that one. Years ago. Don't know if that show's still on. I'm guessing it's not. Last time it was on, I think they just said, oh, we're cancelling the show. But then I think it came back with... I don't know if it did. I think it did, briefly, or it was only on weekends or something like that. We've run out of money. The show ends tonight. A bit short notice, but there you go. The second show that I've seen that's done that on these sort of little channels, that was the poker channel. The other show was Gamer Web TV. It was some guy and some girl. I think it was some guy and some girl on the last show. Hey, this is the last show. Same thing. We ran out of money. Last show. Might as well call with that. Backdoor straight flush. Then again, I'm sure one of these has my king or ace or my 9. So I probably don't have one. This guy likes going all in. That's something I've noticed. I don't really want to call. The king's not much good to me. I'm sure the shitty ace 10s are hanging around. This guy seems solid. So I'm guessing he has like 2 pair. Or maybe he's got a straight flush draw. Well, he can't have mine. He can't. Fuck knows. Ace king suited. Oh, sorry, your 10's gone. I just got rid of it. That one seems solid. All the times I've seen his hands. So I don't think he'd put all his money in with shit there. I think he'd have at least 2 pair. Or maybe he did have just a pair of queens. Queen 2. Bye, king 10 or king 7. If you're a king 10, I might not have got rid of you. It was this guy who won my chips, wasn't it? Oh, you two. Yeah. Oh, mind you, I didn't go down much. Nah, you didn't win much.